1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the Mudblood.
Oh,
all right. I just thought you were taking a panic attack. I just thought the cerebral palsy was flying out of
You have to get me a fidget spinner when I do that.
Welcome to the Mudblood podcast. We have a brilliant guest on today. I was gigging with this man in Derry. I've gigged with this man for many, many years. COVID stopped us gigging together. And then we ended up back gigging last week.
David Doherty, Jeb. Nice to meet you.
How are
nice
you,
to see
sir?
you. And thanks for having me on, guys.
No worries at all, man. Thank you for coming on.
Good.
And we have...
William Thompson. Sorry, yeah, it's gotta be like, people know me by now. William Thompson. Hello, everyone. A very tired William Thompson.
A very fucking... The funny thing happened was David came in and went bonjour and had it on his shirt. And I says, you say bonjour and you say suffer. And Willie went, mine says surfer.
I thought it said surfer the whole time.
And I was like, no, it says
stand up.
suffer. And then he looked at it. And so Willie bought this. How long have you had that shirt?
About 4 years. Like,
4 years. How many times have you worn it?
oh, fucking hundreds.
Never off your
Hundreds.
back.
And now you just know
Yeah.
what it really says.
No, it says suffer.
Always check the font. Do you know what I
Hands
mean?
of fate. It is a very Fenian shirt, to be honest.
It's a
Is it?
or what do you?
Suffer is
Suffer Irish?
It's actually showing Jesus' hands
Do
with
you-
the holes in it.
did you ever see-
So that's
Did you ever have that thing like in the 80s and 90s? There was a woman called Helen Steiner Rice, and she wrote a whole lot of like poems, and so it was like very in vogue.
Right.
If you had good living like family, to give them a
Right.
wee card from one of them was like praying hands.
it's a
And there was
real
always wee
Fenian
praying
shirt.
hands,
It's
and
like a
very-
real Fenian. I remember buying one in like fucking Top Man, and it was Our Lady. And it was on the shirt and it had a fucking big V cut out of it. I wore it into Thompson's and some girl chased me around Thompson's. Yeah,
Looking red?
fucking dirty bastard. You're probably from the Shankle wearing that too. And I was like, fucking from the Falls. That's even worse. She ripped it.
She just come out of the man
She-
sucking dick.
she-
But this offends me.
Yeah.
This offends me.
She ripped it off
I've
my
done 4
fuck-
E's. That's disgusting.
She ripped
Still
it
your
off.
man's jizz in my hair, but this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I may take my hat
And I
off
had
around
tip
doors.
blonde hair at the time. Was
Fuck.
wearing a leather fucking armband and had like
Leather or leather?
leather.
Wow.
That's the way I talk. The many people that go, did he say Bran or Braun or fucking
Yeah,
what?
see, that's like, I have cerebral palsy. He talks like he has it. Like,
We say in Lurgan we would say la. What? La.
la?
La. It's just la.
Like lad or leather?
no la. Like I don't even know how.
Lie.
It's one. It's just one.
It's
big-
sort of like
You start
I
the
can't
word and
pronounce
give
it.
up
It's
halfway
like-
through it.
It
It's
is.
like it's like somebody going, can you say that word? And you go, la.
Your bra. That's a bra.
Your bra?
Your bra. That's a lovely leather jacket. Your bra's on, but the wear's too hot for that.
If you ever pull over and start speaking that accent, you'd get arrested.
I
Just
would.
be like,
Just
this guy's
straight away.
fucking hammered.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't find if you're with ones that you've maybe grew up with, or people from, or it gets worse, and
Yes.
you end up saying weird shit that people go, "What is he?"
And
saying?
now you don't live in Lurgan.
Uh.
Have you noticed that you've tamed a wee bit in your...
I lived away. I moved away when I was about 18, and so like I just had to. I went to Scotland, and then I lived in Spain, and then lived in different places, so I couldn't have a Lurgan
Are you on a
accent.
fucking run or
I
what?
was like, I just was doing whatever the fuck I could do to get out. Would you have stayed in Lurgan?
Well, do you know, it's the one thing I have to say, like just talking about Lurgan, I get so many messages every time I release a tour going, why do you avoid Lurgan?
Yeah. And the answer is, it's Lurgan.
Where would you do a gig in Lurgan?
We spoke about this before.
The Ashburn?
I remember going in till the gig in Lurgan, and I get out of the car and was walking towards the bar, and the guy says, what's the crack? The bouncer. And I was like, I'm here to play, mate. And he went, in there, and I went in, there was a darts match.
Just assuming big man's there. Just the fucking...
And then I looked at
Are you in
myself.
between?
I was wearing like cream chinos and a wee striped shirt and a fucking brown leather jacket. I looked like a fucking... I was on fucking that game show.
What bar was it? Are you allowed to say it? Other bars?
Oh, the one in the main... What, the
Bar
railway
Joe's?
bar?
Oh, the one.
Or the
For
fuck...
anybody from Lurgan watching this will know what I'm saying about it. It's the all side of the town.
It's the
If
one
you're
with
a
the
Protestant,
arches. It's the one with the arches.
the courthouse.
The courthouse. Must have
Yes,
been
I've
that.
done Courthouse, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking weird gig.
See, for like Lurgan's one of those cities everyone shits. It's almost hacked the shit on Lurgan.
Yeah.
I've had fun in it. It's not my most hated
Oh, I've
city.
had fun too.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you
Not
about
doing gigs,
falling... No, doing gigs.
Oh, doing gigs?
Sean Haggerty booked me and Pat McDonald, who's the guy from Father Ted, to do the courthouse.
Yeah. Carl Spain was ripping.
Yep. I'm not in the fucking, like, doing weights fucking way. And basically, I came home from work and Andrew had took the kids till the zoo. and I couldn't get into the house. And I went round the back of the house, and he went, I need to get a shower, I have a gig in Lurgan.
Fuck, you've changed. Can't even break into the house now.
Wait here. So the back window of the bathroom was open, and I put the ladder up. Here, say there's the ladder there that actually this happened on.
Set Exhibit A.
And the two dogs were at the back, and as I was squeezing in till the fucking glass, one of the dogs hit the ladder, and that gave way. So I went like that, went into the double glaze unit, broke one unit, but the other one stayed intact, and all the glass went into my back. And if I went left or right, it was jammed, and it was just cutting my back. So I had to just fucking go for it. So I weighed myself out, and in doing so, sliced my whole back open. Went in.
Easier way to lose weight.
Had a shower.
Oh, you're not going like this. Ah!
Had a shower and sort of was just like flicking the glass off and thought I got it all. Get into the car, had to put fucking like a big plastic sheet on. And when I got to Lurgan, I looked and I seen there was a bit of blood, like, and here's me, fuck, there's still blood. And I get into the gig and Sean was like, the fuck's up your shirt? And he touched my shirt, it was all blood. And he was like, what the fuck are you doing here? And I wouldn't let anybody down for the gig. And I done the gig, left, went to the hospital and got like 40 stitches in my back.
You're fucking mad.
Straight up to Craigavon, or did you come the whole way to
No, I
Belfast?
went to the Royal. Fuck that.
You came home the whole way to... Where you are, you'd have been in Craigavon Area Hospital
No,
in
but I
10
didn't know where
minutes.
it was. So
Just imagine Andrea coming home that day and you're like, how was the zoo? Enjoy that, did you?
And she was like, what the fuck happened up the stairs? It looks like a massacre. There was blood from the glass right down the toilet, right in the fucking...
And you
shop.
like what do you call Dexter with the
And she
tarpaulin
was like,
and all?
and you went and done the fucking gig, and I was like, I wouldn't let anybody down.
It's the fact you've sliced your bag open, your thought is, I'll jump in the shower, that'll get rid of that.
I didn't know how bad it
Clean
was,
it out.
because it was my back.
I'm gonna be sick, even think, oh.
Are you one of these people that like doesn't like
No,
blood?
but I'm unwell today, so that's hit me over the
When are
edge.
you not unwell?
I know, I'm really bad at the minute, aren't I? I'm
What's
just
the
very-
fucking...
I don't know.
Are you under pressure?
Yeah.
That's maybe
Yeah,
what it
a
is.
lot of pressure. I'm very stressed all the time.
That's maybe what it is.
Yeah.
You need to chill out.
Like people say to me, I need to chill out, but I also need to, live and eat. So I can't really
Yeah,
afford
but chilling
to.
out doesn't mean just like not doing things. Chilling
Yeah.
out isn't being in a coma. Do you know what I mean? You can still be chill and eat and do shit.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
You're
it's-
allowed to...
I don't know, it's
Do you
just
know what I mean?
we've all got that much on. Everyone's the same, do you know what I mean? Like, even Shane the other day was, like, fucking shattered.
But you think
Kieran's
everybody's
fucking
kind of
shattered.
like everybody's just everybody's just got a level of exhaustion where they
Yeah.
just can't be fucked, and like you really do have to pull the energy up.
See,
and
that's
really-
it. Like, I don't have that. I have it, I can't be fucked, but I don't have that, I'll not do it.
No,
So you're the same as me. You'll show up in a terrible mood, not to do a show, but like to do stand up. Sometimes you're in a terrible mood, don't want to speak to anyone, but you're doing the fucking show.
Oh, fuck
well, that's the
that.
thing. But it's because you can't be that one that like just doesn't. I can't be
Yeah.
arsed because
Yeah.
you know if you're
Yeah.
like I can't be arsed, then everyone will go like, well, don't perform.
that can't. Yeah,
he doesn't show up. He
up.
can't be arsed. He doesn't want to
It
show
takes
up. He's
one
not-
gig to get that rep, so you
Aye.
can't do it.
I just can't do
For
it.
people that don't know, David doing stand-up comedy with us, but what's your story? Like, how did you get into it?
How did I get into stand up? How did I get into stand up? Right, so like you probably much like yourselves, like you're always like people who tell stories and people are like, oh, you should do stand up, you should do stand up. But I'm not one of the people that thinks you could just get up and do. Have you ever
Yeah.
been to a gig where the opposite person who just believes people and gets up to do a thing and you go, this is fucking awful. This would have been hilarious if I was your mate in the pub, but this is shit.
Yeah, they think it's all
They thi-
100%.
Everything's a wee nugget of gold.
They think we've made it all up there
Yes,
on the spot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we've made it look like we're just thinking about it on the spot, but we
Yeah.
haven't. We've been writing it and thinking about it for ages.
Yeah.
So then I got married in 2014, and we went to a man. Anybody out there?
Disgrace!
I know, boredom, fucking poofs. But
And here, did you know it was a man before you married him? Like,
listen.
this is a question somebody's
Wasn't
going
the
to
end of January, because something like it happened and everybody's perfect.
And here, the show's called Mudblood because he's a pro and I'm a Catholic.
Yes. My mum is from Northern Ireland and my dad's from England, and I was born in Germany. Because you,
you're a
Jesus
literal
Christ,
Hun?
I'm all well,
proper
yes,
He's an actual Hun, yeah.
You like
yeah, on to 9. Because
Pleasure to meet you,
pleasure
sir.
to meet you. No, because my dad. You know, they said the whole that question where they go, tell people you were born in the 80s without saying you're born in the 80s, so I was born in West Germany, because my dad was a soldier.
Right, okay.
So like he was posted.
Fuck, if
over.
I had a new ad, you wouldn't have been on this show.
fucking
Fuck
hell.
I'd
that.
have moved you 2 weeks ago, man.
But like he didn't need.
I'd have got your dad.
He only if he did, that would be like a fucking this is your life. I haven't seen him since I was 10.
We'll get mine on too.
Oh,
fuck it,
if you
let's
can
make it
find
cool.
a blast.
Fuck, can we do a fucking show in Germany? Is that what it is? What the-
Oh no, I don't fucking know who it
How
is.
do we found David's dad?
What is my papa?
Do you speak German?
A wee bit ambition because I did it
Did
at
you do
school.
school?
I did it at school. But no, yeah. So then you go, and so I got married in like 2014, and did like this thing down in Dublin at the Getty, and did like a one-off workshop, and I really enjoyed it. And then the following year, I started gigging properly here in Belfast,
Genuinely.
You did a workshop?
down in Belfast.
I haven't met many people that have done the class, like that kind of work, and
Teresa
stayed
done,
in it.
Teresa done a workshop.
Really?
I'm near sure.
It's so weird, like...
I'm
Mary
near sure.
Flanagan, because then the following year
Yes.
I did this thing with Back Hill.
yes, no, but...
I did that.
I could be
and-
wrong about Teresa, but I just something tells me that she did do.
A workshop?
Yeah.
I
If she'd done the workshop, I think even Fraser might have been involved in it. And
Right.
That's where they met.
Right.
I could be wrong.
I then knew each other for a long time.
Tell me this, right? Because I never did a workshop. I just got up and died in my hole for years. That was my thing. What happens in a comedy workshop? How do they teach it?
Well, they're all different. Like the first one I did, a lot of it is like that. You know those improv classes? Yes, was it yes and no
Yes.
but and all that sort of thing. Which is a bit structured for me, but it's good to get you,
Yes.
thinking on your feet. And then they start to like get you this sort of to give you like Back Hill did this one thing where they point at you and they go, right, I'm going to give you a word and you just talk until I stop talking. They're pointing at you. So she pointed at me and she says jelly, and I can't remember what all the fuck I came out with. But like those other people, was like this one fella, and he was, I can't remember what.
I know what you said.
What?
Wobbler.
What?
That's what I would have said.
I thought you were
I go home.
I thought you were going to say what's the
I
difference.
go home.
I thought you were going to say
home.
what's the difference between jam and jelly.
What is the difference between jam
Can't
and
jelly
shake?
my dick up your hole. That's
Well, you can. I've so found out that you can jelly your dick up fucking things.
That's what.
And I've seen the
your
fucking.
beard's not that long.
I've
like,
seen.
jeez.
I've seen.
Fucking, what do you call it? Your man
Stroking his
from,
beard like he's Dumbledore.
like your man from the Kill Bill.
I'm encouraging it out.
Pulling it out. Pulling the bits
I don't
out.
know how yours is fucking longer when you didn't have hair a couple of weeks ago. Mine's is
I
shorter.
grow a
You
great beard, man.
You suit a beard.
Oh, I don't suit
your
not have
face
one,
is
man.
ugly, like-
Because I have no jawline. The beard gives the illusion there is
You
one.
suit the beard because you went through a weird Pat Butcher cosplay thing in like 2017, didn't you?
I got.
It was a bit weird.
I was very unhappy at the time. I was like, do you
It
know what
was
I need
evident.
to do? Dye my hair. And I just looked like Ruth Patterson.
You looked like Pat off EastEnders. Like, all you need is big fucking pair of chandeliers on
I
your
did.
ears, and yet I look like.
I was like, oh,
Do you know what?
I'll look really
You
sexy.
bitch,
I look like
you
James
can.
Corden.
You're definitely regretting David being on there. Like,
I love it.
I know I'm body, but like this is just fucking.
Do you remember me
Do you not
about that?
remember?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it was horrendous.
Was the sun in? Was it? I don't know. Was it like?
Joe, I came in with that
I
haircut
literally
into the
can't say
path.
anything because I did have
You did it
blonde
too?
dyed hair.
I
Yeah.
had blunt in the like early 2000s.
Yeah.
When it was fashionable and that like.
I went into the pub with that hair, and Luke McKibben came over to him and went, "Is everything all right?"
It is a cry for help.
And
Do you know what I
then, see
mean?
now when someone's like, "Oh, I've dyed my hair blonde," I'm like, "Come with me, mate, you alright?"
20-year-old man down to her blonde is the same as a 50-year-old divorcee woman getting a bob. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a fucking cry for help.
I like 50-year-old women with bobs.
I know, but like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to
Oh,
lure you in.
I know
They
what
want-
you
they're
mean.
looking the dick. You know what I mean? They're
Right.
like-
Is that what it is?
That's why he likes it.
It's like they're getting.
Well,
like
am I married? You've
know.
been told this.
I know.
You're allowed to look in the Wendy's though.
You're not.
Not allowed to
No,
look.
not my house.
Not allowed.
You're allowed to
There's
look
no
at the
Wendy's
Wendy's.
at all.
Look at the Wendy's.
You'll go out the fucking Wendy. Like,
Again.
Was she one of these? Are you not allowed women on Facebook?
oh fuck! Well, if that was the case, I'd be out the fucking door.
No, but like, are you? But, okay.
God love her. Like we were at a concert the other week, and like it was just more women than men.
You're
And
so
it was-
funny, Patty.
Aye,
But
but
she's
it was,
not. She's not funny.
But
Never
every
fucking does
every
the
one of
dishes.
them were turning around and going, "Do you not? Do you mind this? Like, do you know, are you alright with this?"
To Andrea.
Aye, and she was sort of going, "Aye, well fuck, aye, you just want him, you can have him."
I was like, I'll tell
Head
you
on,
the night
Hacky.
show.
No, right. But here the weird thing happened. We spoke about it last week. Young fella offered to suck my dick
Right. Okay.
at the butt, and I was like,
At the bot, is that where it's happening now? I thought that was just
I
what's
was-
going on.
David's
he
putting
was
himself
good.
in
He
at the
was-
butt.
He was good looking. Like when I showed Andrew the picture of him, she went,
Do
to
you
me,
mean he wasn't
"He's
a
actually-
dog?"
He's actually good looking. She went, "I'd have bucked him." Do you know what I mean?
What, just like out of the blue, it's like I'll suck your dick, Patty. Like
Yeah. basically.
What did he want out of it? Just to suck your dick? It was like a win-win.
I don't know what. I was like, I don't get this.
You don't get nothing for nothing, like. You
No,
know what I mean?
I said tell him what I said to him, and I'm only telling it again because you're on. And
Don't tell nobody.
Yeah, well, no. What he says was most of the men I'm sleeping with now aren't gay, and I went no, but they are, and we had this conversation.
I had this debate that
Yes.
you're not.
What do you mean?
You can fuck a man, not be gay. You were just fucking a man in that moment.
Yeah, I would say I would agree with that. It depends how long you're doing it, though. Like if you're doing it.
Oh
every
yeah,
week,
yeah. If you're 20 years in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know someone
yeah.
who knows someone who is in a relationship. They're like, I'm not gay. I just fancy that one man.
And you're like, no, mate.
Yeah, you're
no,
like, you are gay.
You are gay. Or at
Well, in
least bi
fairness,
or
your man
pan or
that
whatever.
fucked the cow up in Coleraine and got away with it.
Is he gay? Is that?
Was it a lady cow? If it's a man cow, it's fucked up.
Wait to
but-
hear. Because it's DUP content. But they
no
use,
tits on that cow.
they use that case like all around the world now when there's bestiality, where somebody's caught having sex with an animal. They use that case that happened in Coleraine. There's a train driver caught your man doing it twice, and the first time he says, "I didn't see that properly. There's no way that farmer was
nuts.
fucking that cow." Then the second time he's like, "Nah, I'm seeing something." And he
I was like,
reported him.
he's still fucking that
No,
guy.
So the cops turned up and it went to court, and he was able to prove that this one cow and him had a different relationship from every.
So hold now, wait,
Hang
stop.
on,
Now
what?
pause a wee second
Yeah.
here. So what they had the like fucking Ally McBeal, the cow, into the so Daisy. And
His defence was that he was
Hashtag
able
me
to
too.
prove that this cow showed him more affection than the other cows.
The cow was in the courtroom in a wee dress crying and all. Like,
Amber Heard. she was part of the Amber Heard.
she had the cow was in like a wee room, another wee room with like a video.
the worst joke.
You can just imagine her sitting.
My dog stood on a beat. No, that's no, you can't. No, how the fuck did no? Sorry. What do you? If your dog comes in,
Foreplay, suck the others over.
if a dog comes in and you give it a treat, that dog came over to me.
That's how I
asking
knew
for
he
it.
was milking her and it went.
Look, I don't know the ins and outs of what happened.
Of the best.
I have a fair idea what happened to
It was the only cow.
Daisy.
It
But
was the only cow with nipple clamps on its
Daisy.
other.
TV and
They
a
used that
ball
case. I
gag in
think there
its
was a
mouth.
guy in America caught fucking a pig. A pig farmer caught fucking a pig, and he was able to prove by using that case that him and that
That's
pig
still
had-
bestiality. That's
relationship.
not legal.
But you know, it's
But like it's weird, like a different
Don't finish your
in
thought.
different countries because I think like isn't there like countries where like in France for example like incest isn't a crime. If you look at some French people, you
Lurgan?
can understand.
Just don't get
she's
caught.
only your cousin from the front.
Your half cousin doesn't
No.
count. It doesn't count. It doesn't
She's your
count.
auntie. It's
The
fine.
royal family can weirdly do that.
Yeah, yeah.
they fucking
She was
couldn't.
like, yeah, she would.
Who does?
Prince
Royal
Philip.
family?
Prince Philip was
Philip.
her
Sure, that's
first
right.
That's why they
cousin.
all have gout and all them diseases.
You don't
By
get gout
the
from
way,
it. You don't
you're
get.
I know.
You don't get gout from incest.
You do. You do. It's a blood disorder.
But no, you're thinking
No,
haemophilia.
because people say
Suffer.
Yeah.
Suffer the little children.
No, listen, I've spoken about this. See, arthritis and all them blood disorders.
Yes.
That all comes from incest. But like years of it. And what happened was after the famine, that's why Ireland has loads of it. After the famine, there wasn't a big pool of people about.
No.
And people
They all
married-
shrank.
And they all shrank and they all married into each other and all. People didn't shrink, it was just no nutrition for the young ones growing up, and that's why they were small.
They were all left in the washing machine too long.
So the whole crack is that's where it comes from. So see when people say it's a rich man disease, it's not. It means it's because they were all.
What is
born with
gout?
each
Because I've never like
It's
because I
crystals
because I
form
do
in your
because I
blood.
don't,
You don't
come from a
you
line of
don't-
incest.
You don't pay shit out.
You don't pay out your
Crystals.
you don't piss it big quartz coming out the end here.
So basically it goes in till these wee crystals go into your joints. And the problem is that your body puts inflammation on them because they're a foreign object.
I was trying to get rid of them.
It sounds like some sort of astrology thing, like, oh fuck, Mercury's in retrograde.
Get these
Paddy's in a wee
crystals
crystal shop. What have you got for gout?
healing. A wee healing thing.
So that's what it is. You're not patient out the fucking acid.
Your
so
crystals.
I love when you talk
You're not
about
patient.
Paddy's
Paddy.
Paddy's medical
The
thing.
doctor told me
What
that.
is
He
gout?
just
You're
says
not pissing out your
you're
crystals.
not pissing out your crystals. So we need to give you a wee tablet.
Is your doctor also a mechanic? What the
That's what he's got like he got his
My
medical
doctor was
certificate
West
from
Belfast.
Cornflakes box. Look, hey, 15, look, can't be a doctor now. Aye.
My doctor once said to me, "I'm not sticking my finger up your hole unless you've washed it."
I think that's fair enough.
I know, I thought it was. Do you know what? I agreed with him.
I would stick my dick up
And
there if you haven't cleaned it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I just think
Do you know what
that's
he
fair
done?
enough.
Do you know what he done to get me back?
That's
He set up an appointment. Says I had to hear tomorrow. And the next day I went there. It wasn't him. It was a woman doctor.
She didn't mind
And I
She
shitty
cleaned your
asses.
hole for nothing.
I know.
She didn't mind
And
shitty asses.
She enjoyed it too much. She was licking her lips when she done it.
She didn't want to just
Just
like,
like, just like,
She
aye.
was licking her lips.
I-
but suck out.
I was
Do
like,
you feel
oh,
that?
she's-
But we would try for two,
I
probably.
was very uncomfortable with it. Very uncomfortable.
So how did you? Because like, what way did you? Did she have you like hunched over the table like
No,
up there,
laying
or were you
laying on the
fetal
I
position
was
up?
laying on the fucking bed, fetal position. She says, tuck
Oh,
your,
legs up?
tuck your knees up in there, and it was
Power
a
room?
fucking bump, two finger fucking.
I'd like to hope your doctor didn't go, right, come here, big man.
With big red lips
I
sticking
seen her
all down.
taking her watch off after she looked at it, so I don't know.
You have a
Try
sock-
sniffing poppers, I'm going in here, big.
She was shouting into it. It was like it was like the cave at the top of Cave Hill. She was going,
That
hello,
movie-
hello.
That movie Descent. Hello, what's going on?
20 Chilean miners up your hole.
There's just a wee man sitting in a deck chair. Used to do the door and tap shot. What do you want?
They give me toilet attendants to get in Paris. Throw €1 in. Do you want some? Do you want some aftershave? Do you want some
Throw some
links?
Dior Sauvage.
Dior Sauvage. Oh, too soon. Too soon.
I've
too
never
soon.
had to, no one's ever had to go up my hole for medical reasons, like.
Have they went up your home for other reasons?
It's quite like that. It's
You
quite like
actually
the.
did you see why
he qualified that.
I could see the thought process going on in his mind, and
In
then
case
he's
like the comments at the bottom. Actually, William, in 2018, I think you'll find I was right up in your
Because I've been
business.
writing
there.
people, I'm like, may as well check my prostate while you're up there, why not?
I think, how would you know what it? I know. You need to find out what somebody who knows what the prostate feels like. You can't just have people rummaging up there like a fucking.
amateurs.
Feel
You're
alright.
talking about my doctor speaking for me. You're letting untrained professionals, unprofessionals, go up your hole.
No, he's just letting them
No,
finger
no,
him. Like,
no, I'm
do you know what I
joking.
mean?
Yeah, I'm just taking the finger up the hole, that's all.
Right?
That's
Never
all
taken
right.
the finger up the hole? Never?
Never.
Bro, you're missing out.
I'm not.
You're no. This is like speaking to someone who doesn't know
No, listen.
Netflix.
It's
Oh,
nothing
sure.
to do. It's my hole's stinking.
I know, but your condition.
I can barely fucking clean it myself, so I wouldn't expect. It's like an alleyway out the back in Beachmount. It's fucking rotten.
You
I
get,
wouldn't want
like-
nobody in there. I don't know what's
There's
out
a guy
there.
on the back with smoking spice. There's the
Let me
dogs
just
fucking-
say, this is
Use condoms and
this is
bin
me
wee bins.
this is me cleaning my hole. I mean, I put stuff into a bag and I tie that out, then I fuck it over the wall.
There's a bag from a
Do-
chippy
do
and
you
comes
get what
down
I mean?
5 years
In
ago.
the tree, you know, people who put their dog shit in a tree.
There's like glass
What's going on?
cemented on the top of the fucking the outskirts of it.
Oh,
No,
There's houses that were started
Hazard
never
signs.
finished.
Hazard. Do you not?
I was really
Condemned.
uncomfortable with your woman being up there that time. She
Really?
was- I've had a doctor do it twice. That was it. Both
As an
times,
appointment or
both-
just-
both females,
And that's the only
Both
time.
female doctors.
and I didn't get milked, as the fucking phrase goes. Like,
I don't think that doesn't. That's never.
No, you
that's
don't do it, no,
that's
you don't
never
do it.
happened. I think that's a myth.
see, that's I don't know. So I'm just going.
I think that's a myth. I've never encountered.
Let me
that.
explain it to you, young man. That's it. No, it
That's
doesn't.
never-
People
But
get
see
this.
all these girls you're going with now. I'm just assuming that skirts going up your hole.
Yeah.
Do they have their nails done?
Aye,
I've
that's
had that
a-
done once. That happened once, and she
Oh,
didn't tell me she had acrylic
no.
nails
And
on.
did it gloss up or?
No, instead, but I had to pretend, like, I didn't want to be like, oh, get the fuck off me, so I had to pretend to just
It's like
enjoy
some
it.
cunt sticking a Stanley knife
No,
up your
that's
hole.
no good.
So I was just like,
Say-
no, that's amazing, thank you. It was awful.
Unless she thinks it's class going around sticking an acrylic up
Aye, she's
people's
Freddy
holes.
Krueger and dude.
She's
And then
really-
these girls well onto sticking fingers up your mouth.
Here, but it's a thing now. That's not like unusual.
No, it's always been a thing. It's just people aren't afraid to talk about it now. I remember a guy. I remember him saying his girlfriend did it, and he's like, "Does this make me gay?" And like, no, it just means you just like things up
I
your
love
hole.
that you came into the room earlier on and went, can you say fuck on this?
I was just afraid. I was afraid in case there was like, I don't know.
That's
just
how you
have,
haven't
like,
heard an episode.
what do you call it?
Have you ever seen them up? No.
Paddy's committed to admitted to 5 crimes on this show.
Are we Marjorie or in Ballynahinch or something like that? Or is she like, what do you call it? She's watching this and she's like,
I have someone, their
Language.
granny loves this show. Like, their granny
And
loves
those
this show.
grannies can be like 39 now. Which technically people same age as me.
my granny was 40 when I was born.
Yeah.
Their granny wants us to do her school formal for her. That's
She
our
watches it, she's doing her A levels. My granny's doing her A levels. She all she does is watch this show.
When she should be studying. My great granny's like, get you off that YouTube.
The audience we get this is it's wide range. Like an awful lot of people in the Royal watch it.
Yeah, just across the
And I mean,
across the road
from
our
doctors to
cafe.
midwives to like, it's
Yeah.
a thing. Like,
Yeah.
If they are watching across the road, Royal.
Because when we started, we thought it was
like round of
just
applause.
He's dead.
when we started, it was just like taxi drivers and mad cunts, and now it's spread.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like your legs, your woman with the acrylic fingers.
Or that infection. That infection.
What
got.
finger do you prefer? Which index do you like?
Um,
Is the thumb any good up there?
depending on
Not long
people
enough.
have different shit. If you've hands that care about it,
How
you
far
can
does
put
it
What
both
are you
in.
doing? What are you doing with the
How
rest of
far
your
does it need to
hands?
go?
Oh, it doesn't go. You're not going right in there. No, I mean, you
But no, I've seen. Listen, I don't know.
It's like
There's
plugging
some
a
gay,
sink, you know,
there's
it's
some
just-
gay porn videos, and you see people right up there. It's like a
Yeah,
fucking.
it's not for me.
Your ass is like
Full-handed?
up to the.
They're
it's
working
like-
you like a Thunderbird. Like.
It's like you're up. It's like a
Why would you
TARDIS.
need to go in there?
Where does it? But where does it go? Where does it all go? You've organs.
I know. I don't know.
I don't know. Like
Get the trousers off here. We need to fucking try it.
As Patreon
angle it this way.
exclusive, I'm getting fisted.
you're getting one of the big black blobs.
Give us over a big bottle there.
I-
If my dad ever started watching this show, this is the episode I would finish it.
He's not watching. No, this is it.
Maybe last week, but
You got
definitely this
that.
week,
You got
it's
that
like-
gay fella, and then you just fisted that wee fella on the table. It was
yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wore pink in your mouth.
We'd definitely.
But your daddy's one of them ones.
Oh mate.
Oh.
You've no idea. That's a big
Come and
finger.
get
That's a
closer
big finger.
That's one big
That's a
finger.
big
to my hole.
My dad's as close to DUP as you'll get in the Catholic areas.
Right, it doesn't like all them, like doesn't like things like black people, gays, lesbians with babies.
He's
Doesn't
just
like
from
them.
that generation, and we
No, but
we try and educate him.
He's just from that generation, but like fucking Oscar
I know.
Wilde was older than that again.
No,
do you know what I mean?
I know.
But he loved dudes, but what do you feel about black people? We don't know that about Oscar Wilde. He
He
could've-
didn't document that.
You might,
no.
have, you
Might
might
have
be
been
sitting down with
racist.
Oscar Wilde and he goes, here's the thing about Muslims, right? You know,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't have access to everyone's thoughts.
No.
That's only
They
a new
didn't.
thing.
There was no Twitter then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, here,
yeah.
I'm not
It was-
excusing it. I'm just
yeah.
saying, but it's like
You not understand the viewpoint, but you go, there's no chance. You're
No.
70.
There's people.
You're not
yeah.
changing
Do you
that.
ever be like at an uncle or something like this here, and he's got one of these views, and you go, "What's the point? What's the point?" I just, do you know what I mean? What's,
I always
have
say
this
I just
conversation?
laugh. I just like
what'll he
mocking
do
it.
because what'll he do if he has a grandchild? It's one. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
One.
Well,
That's
I'm not
one.
going to say it could be
A gay.
could be a transsexual, it could be anything. Do you know what I mean? It's one of something.
But that's
We
what
do
they
say transgender now.
Transgender.
What
That's the
was.
thing that gets me all the time.
Yeah.
Is the new terms.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know the difference between, but I just know that like transsexual is a kind of dated thing because it's like
Right.
I'm not up with
sexual.
it. I'm not up with the hip kids. I don't
Whereas
know.
gender's a different because gender's not like a. What would
It's
you
no-
say? It's not the binary set in stone thing that we thought.
When we were
it was.
younger, it was just gay.
That's what it. Yeah.
and then it
Yeah.
was gay lesbian.
You have an earring in,
Then
you're
it was
gay.
gay lesbian.
in the wrong
transsexual.
ear.
Yeah. What is the gay ear?
The what?
We've got an expert in. What's the gay ear to have an earring
I
in?
don't know.
A gay dar?
I think-
Is it gay dar?
No, a gay
You
earring.
remember like in the 80s and 90s they would say, "Oh, one."
Because
of
I got my
ears."
left ear done.
Well, I got
that's-
both to just confuse the fuck out of
I
people.
just think it's
You're
no
bad.
offense to anybody. I think it's just trashy looking.
Yeah.
I don't like it
I
either
had-
ear.
I had one in each ear.
Did you look like a wee
Two
parrot?
in that one. Had one there and had eyebrow on. I was as Protestant as you could look.
You look like me. In
I
some
was
photos.
genuine, and I wore like lots of blue shirts and stuff.
I'm imagining
And
you
people used
were,
to go,
like-
and I had the curtains, and everybody.
Do you like the gay looking fella from Scooch? I just think. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know who that is.
Do you remember
Scooch or the fast food rockers?
Scooch?
Oh, the ketchup show. and all that.
Pizza Hut. The ketchup song was.
La
I say
ketchup.
hey.
I said, hey, they were
Spanish.
they were called Last Ketchup.
Last ketchup.
Last
right,
Ketchup.
okay.
Do you know like Last? That's like really Spanish.
They were from
Last
Lurgan,
Ketchup.
La Ketchup.
La Ketchup.
The ketchup.
No, we don't.
They were
we-
Irish?
No, if it was
La-
from Lurgan, they'd be called red sauce. It wouldn't have been called. It's not ketchup.
We weren't rich enough to have ketchup.
Ketchup? What's
We had to
that?
have fucking red
Ketchup?
sauce.
Is that what you get on the fucking streaming BBC ketchup?
You had the brown sauce. It was just the apple on the front of it.
I remember that.
Remember it?
That was too spicy. We were too Protestant in our house. That was too
It's
spicy.
like a vinegar one. That there one.
Daddy sauce. This bit of
Daddy
sauce.
sauce. Daddy sauce is supposed to.
It was the only daddy we had in our
I like
house.
your daddy sauce. That sounds so wrong, doesn't it?
It was the only
There's some of your daddy's
It
brown
was
Your
sauce.
daddy put it. I had that daddy sauce all over my chips. Your
Daddy sauce, you know. What, your dad's sauce. No, daddy sauce. Do you remember there was a thing like when you're back? Because people aren't poor anymore. Do you know what I mean? People aren't poor anymore like they were in the 80s and early 90s. Do you remember like you were poor and so like your ma couldn't? Maybe you weren't poor. We were poor. We lived in Lurgan. Fuck's sake. We had this. Do you remember the big thing? It was like a 3-liter bottle of like fizzy juice. called, was it called like Mountain Spring or something?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? And it was, and you
It
would
was
say
from
that,
the yellow pack thing, yeah.
no, it was like it had like a drawn family that all looked like.
They were poor as fuck.
But and had special needs. Do you know what I mean? It was all very strange. It was all
That's not the actual term anymore, David. The term is
additional
special needs aren't the
What is
spectrum
the
we
term
talk
for
about.
that now?
additional support needs. I don't know.
It depends what the need. It depends what the needs are.
Depends what's wrong with you. I mean, or it's like, but do you remember, and you were trying to take a drink out of it, and then like your brother would do that there. It was
Yeah,
awful
yeah.
kind of
Or
fucking-
squeeze it.
Aye.
My mates' dad, they never had Fanta or anything like
We
that.
didn't know. We didn't have.
So
that.
what his dad would
That's
buy,
how
his-
Republican they were.
his, no, his
That's
dad.
broad
No,
coke.
listen. His dad would buy like a 3 litre of what but it was like spring water. And then bought a big 3 litre of diluted. So when you went to their house, we used to go, do you want a Fanta or Coke? And you used to go, Fanta. And they used
I don't
to
understand the question because it's not. This isn't what this is.
And then the poured, and I was going, what the fuck are you doing? And
Your
they were
dad's
like,
mixing
it
it live."
tastes the same. And I was like, it does not.
Do you know why Fanta was made? Interesting. I want to know why Fanta was
Is it a
invented.
Nazi thing?
Nazis.
It is a Nazi thing because they stopped exporting the ingredients for Coke to Germany. So Coca-Cola still wanted to trade in Germany, so they invented Fanta.
That'd be sneaky Fanta.
Yeah. Orange for Huns. That is why Fanta
Orange
was
for
invented.
Huns?
Yeah. That part I made up, but
Orange
the
for
rest
Huns.
of the
It should be their slogan.
Orange for Huns.
Hashtag.
That I made up, but the rest of it, that's entirely true. That's why Fanta was invented. So the next World War might be devastating, but we might get something
Some fucking
fucking
amazing.
lovely out of it.
Like
Like,
the Nazis were bad and all that, but they had like the Hugo Boss uniforms.
Mate,
yeah.
looked so good.
Hugo Boss uniforms.
Cars were
like,
class.
I mean, in them days, like, if they were going to me, do you want that uniform? Or I'd have joined the Nazis, like. Just to get a Hugo Boss.
Like how
Just where we tell
a Hugo Boss, and I would have got a
How
fucking
married-
Volkswagen Beetle. Do you know what I mean?
How married to anti-Semitism are you, lads?
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, what's
What
the
do you
wiggle-
like more, Jews
Listen,
or Fanta?
What's the wiggle room around
I'm
this
not
here?
saying that I wanted
That's what
to.
his doctor said.
Do you know what
He's like,
He said, "What's the wiggle room?" I went,
surprisingly lots. What's going on?
she's a friend of him. He's like, "Do
He
you know
could-
where Fanta came from?"
He could do that thing like on a glass, but around his hole.
She's putting initials into it. Like,
Your wee man that was just sitting in it selling letters was going, you fucking stop that.
Okay, shut them curtains.
Just a wee man reading the paper and saying, oh.
You're letting the hate out.
the way your dad would mix drinks is he must have lost his mind when the Soda Stream came out.
My man did have a soda stream.
Yeah.
We had a soda stream, but it never worked.
No?
No, I think it was one that, like, my dad hitherto that I had said was English, and was shitty as fuck. I think he like maybe found it off something like in a bin or
Did I
something.
tell you, no, when they first came out, SodaStream done like a promotion where you bought the machine and you got like a mixture of the different drinks you get.
Dracula's
but
blood.
then when you went to fucking bad, it was dear as fuck.
Yes.
Then the SodaStreams get fucked out in the garage because nobody was banned the fucking
Yeah,
stuff.
80
'cause
quid for a
The,
fucking
what do you
cream
call it?
soda.
The canister thing you needed for the.
I
Yeah.
tell you how fucking poor we were.
We did the Paralympics, we did the Poverty Olympics.
Argos gets firebombed, and my dad was the first person to rang to come down and do a clear out of the shop. And we used to have like hi-fis and fucking weights benches and stuff like that, and half of them were melted.
Wait till I tell you. Wait till I tell you. The big thing.
Genuinely, like all this stuff.
Everybody goes on about
Best
how
of
the
gear, but it was all melted.
troubles were awful. I think we can agree. Troubles were bad, but I miss a bomb damage
Oh,
sale.
fuck
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I never
like
had
you're-
one. I'm a ceasefire
you're
baby.
You're ceasefire baby. No, do you
When
know-
were you born?
96. So I was born. Yeah, so I'm the same age, Sean.
90,
Right.
so two
So-
years before the Good Friday
Yeah.
agreement.
Yeah.
You came along and Sean came along, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Fuck this, these
It's
cunts
like, these-
these cunts will be able to lift guns."
These-
I
So,
can't,
like,
I
you know,
can't
like-
throw petrol.
Do you ever see like a dickhead come along who's like 15 and they're wearing a Nirvana t-shirt and you're like, you don't know Nirvana, you asshole. Fuck off. Advice jumped in about it. But
Do you know
yeah,
his jumper, the famous jumper,
the like big
black, the
thing,
black
like,
and red one?
uh-huh.
Do
Like
you
a
know?
Freddy
do you
Krueger.
know where
Dennis
it
the
came from?
Menace?
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain wore this famous unplugged or whatever.
It looked like the Freddy
And
Krueger
it was
jumper.
like the Freddy Krueger jumper. It's 100% potty fact. Believe me or not, right?
Can we put that into like a thing?
Wait, yeah, oh,
He's seen a guy sitting out the back of Queen's Students' Union
I know this story to
and
be fair.
bought the fucking jumper off him.
Did I?
Courtney Love says, I like that jumper. And he bought the jumper off your man.
I do know this story, yeah.
knitted it or something.
And who is that man now? Where's he now?
It was a story. It was out a couple of years ago because he was looking the jumper back, but I think the jumper went for like fucking 250 grand.
He's looking
Fucking
jumper
cheeky
back.
off him, Luke. You
What,
got
like,
it. You got 20 quid for
30
it.
years later.
I was speaking to my man. She says I have to get it back. I'll give you the fucking 12 quid back.
From in the owl, what do you call First Trust
That's genuine.
banknotes?
Isn't that fucking mental? Like,
From Northern Ireland. That comes from
that
Northern
famous fucking. I saw my granny knitted that.
Do you remember the thing with Nirvana, the recent court case of the kid who was on the fucking cover was trying to sue them?
For child
For
pornography.
showing it.
Yeah, despite the fact he recreated it twice after
He
that.
did, yeah. It's like that there.
I hate shit like that. It's like that's such a
Are
money
we
grab.
doing questions on this one?
Yes, yes. Are we running out of time?
We are.
Are we doing the thing,
What thing?
the wee packet you have, or is that the next one?
Well, we can do it if you want.
It's
We'll do that in the next one.
Do it in the next one. Sorry, David, you're missing out. So we'll do some
I'll give
questions.
you some sweets though. Do you want some sweets?
I've heard that before.
I look like the biggest pedo today.
it never
Where I
ends
opened
well.
my boot and pulled out a full box of sweets because we mentioned these the
That
other
wasn't
week.
so bad, but when 4 children
And
ran out
all
of it,
these
made it
kids were
worse.
standing there and some fella was just staring at me and I was like,
How quick do I have to fill it?
Look is what you tell them before you put your dick in.
predators and I. So, would you like some sweets?
And they're called that? Oh, yes.
Do you remember
please.
Lookalooks?
No, I don't. Lookalooks?
We talked about this the other week and then Gareth
Some of these.
got in contact and give us some sweets. So,
Remember these?
you can
So-
have some.
Ryan Griffin wants to know any chance of a joint show from using Derry. I think we've both got separate tour dates booked, unless we do.
Well, we'll do a Mudblood.
We'll do a Mudblood one, but
Aye.
not a stand-up one.
No, we'll do Mudblood.
We're both. I'm in Derry separately from you.
Oh, I'm going to have to go for Sash.
You can have a wee bit of everything if you want.
Oh, I'm going to take a whole pack. We'll do a goodie bag later.
I'm
on, sure.
just gonna say I'm gonna call dibs on the sour stripes. I'm just gonna call dibs.
Oh,
On
I think you're fine. I just did. I did. I was like, I'll have the star stripes. And he goes, I'm called stripes. I'll have the other ones. I'll have the gay ones.
yeah.
Better
I'll have the
colours,
rainbow,
dude.
the pride
Better
ones.
colours, yeah.
And Pride Month, Sainsbury's bring them out, being like,
And
we
you can bring
support
that
the
to
community.
Pride concert and
community.
everybody can sup in your belt.
Please.
Does that not? I gotta ask you because you're the only one who can give me the opinion as a homosexual.
Homosexual.
The only
The only one, yeah, in the room that can give the opinion, right?
in the room, right? Okay.
When businesses have that, oh, here's a gay BLT, do you not be like,
What makes it gay?
yeah,
Here's a lesbian
are you
cheese
not like
toasty.
that?
Who says that?
annoys it. Sainsbury's did. They brought out. They called it a BLTQ
GBLT
plus or
or
something.
something.
Oh, way
LGBLT.
off.
LGBLT.
Did that annoy you, or were you happy?
Not annoy you, or
No,
would
no,
you just be like,
I do be a wee bit like whenever you sort of think to yourself, it's all right now,
Yeah.
but where were you 20 years ago?
Yeah.
That's
It's
like,
like,
sort of my
I'd be
thing.
annoyed if it was like Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month and DFS are like selling a bunch of chairs with broken legs. I'm like that. That would annoy me.
They may do that,
Free crutches.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just at one time of the year.
and you
Where's
don't
the
have to
free
pay it
crutches?
all off at once, and nothing to pay for the first year until you grow the new leg on it.
You grow the new leg on it.
So
There's a term for it? It's like corporate activism or something?
there isn't a specific
yeah.
term. I
think
think
that's what
the
it is.
those 4 years, when people were getting annoyed, I don't think people like. I was never annoyed at the actual cause. I'm annoyed
No.
at this company acting like they give a fuck.
Yeah.
That annoys
or
me.
like Skittles. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like Skittles, like whenever there's Skittles, like they put the rainbow back where it belongs, and so
Yeah.
Skittles are all white during Pride Month,
Yeah.
and all the things, and you go, but what are you? But are you then using that money to set up like LGBT youth homes for people who've been kicked out
Yeah.
by their family, or old people homes for gay
Yeah.
people? And what are you doing
Yeah.
beyond fucking
Yeah.
selling Skittles?
No, you're just going. Gay is their class. Here's a sandwich.
I love your gay impression. Always sounds a wee bit, or your old woman impression sounds like your uncle, who was arrested when it was still illegal to be gay. And you like there's famously like a bar near the Europa, in like the late 70s, early 80s, and like men were like, and I had to give these aliases, and mine was always glitzy glimmer.
Was there a gay bar?
It was
back
like
in the
a
day?
gay night, and then
Barry acting like he didn't know.
It's funny, like you said, the Europa Hotel, because I remember the Europa gave up the hotel for Gay Pride. Oh. So instead of it being the most bombed hotel, it was the most bombed.
most bombed hotel. Not everybody gets bombed. Sometimes you just get rimmed.
Well, sometimes you just get fingered going by
Sometimes
him.
you get fingered. You might
No,
just
get
get.
rimmed too.
You might just get your. But yeah, is it gets like you had the.
Can I stick one of these in your bum then, a candy stick? It's cherry flavour.
I would say
Suck
from
it
what
first.
That'd be like your woman's nail when it went in there.
I would say from the girth of it, it's not the thickest thing that's been up his hole. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just going from what he's been talking about.
Yeah.
That's thick. That's not as thick as a finger.
Fat birds have big fingers. That's
Danny sausage fingers with a big nail on the end.
big Princess Fiona has.
You're one of the Terrorhawks.
Like, get out my swamp.
Get my swamp.
Is that where you go? Let me send me a picture of your hand, will you?
He want
Send me a picture of your hand
You
before
want
me.
her in your swamp. You want her right up in your swamp.
This is the dirtiest episode ever. I love it.
This is great. I take that. I love
Well,
that.
but when I say impression of a gay person, if I ever talk comply, I hate when someone's over the top of it. It's like,
Yeah.
that's not how, it's just light.
A wee bit of
A wee,
lightness.
a wee light touch of femininity. That's how I would play a gay person if I ever had to. But depends who the gay person was.
We're putting casting agents out there. If
Yeah.
William is going
Well,
to
can I just throw my
I'm not
hat?
gonna-
Can I just throw my hat
Whereas
into the
his
ring?
is, yeah,
Russell
full
T.
offensive.
Russell T.
What are you
Davis,
trying to
who,
say?
if you're casting
you
anything that
fucking dare
needs
you, but you
a
bitch.
wee gay guy with cerebral palsy,
Yeah. You want the worst hand job ever?
look no further.
You really
Do you
should
know
have
what
added that into your show. You made a
What worst
tick
hand job
more
ever?
boxes.
What?
Said that you like fingers up your hole.
What? I don't think that's a diverse quota.
No, but I just
I'm
think
watching
that-
panel shows and being like, none of these people have even had a finger up the hole. This is a disgrace.
Or like you're getting introduced, William Thompson, comedy Belfast, also likes
I'm just
getting
saying that
fingered.
some of them people that say yes to things sometimes may like
William-
sticking a finger up.
William Slip a Digit Thompson.
What, like set yourself up for a casting couch? Basically, set
Yes.
yourself up for a
Let
Me
them
Too
know
moment.
you're open to it.
Literally.
Yeah.
You're literally.
Helium heels. Up in his fucking ears.
Last
No, my legs
question.
just go up like
Last
that.
question.
Okay, we'll finish on this one. Right, we'll do this for you all three. Imagine you didn't know each other. What job would you say you look like you do? You look exactly like the job you did when I met you. You know, just full
Taxi man.
painter or like you're working at a
Joiner.
construction site. Yeah, you just do look like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
What about me? What would you say I do if you didn't know me?
Student. Still, I'd say you don't have a job and you're just a student. I'd say you're still, you know what I mean? It doesn't ever work today in your life. I would go like that. He doesn't even know how.
Yeah.
You,
you know.
Today you look like somebody that owns a vape shop.
That is what I worked as too.
Yeah.
Did
But
you
yeah,
work in a vape shop?
Yeah, for years.
Oh my god.
How do you think to put the vape into the vape?
What the fuck's happening? Put the vape into the vape.
Yep.
Your science knowledge is amazing.
Well, you grab it.
Actually,
You
You
grab
look
a
like-
handful of vape.
You look like you work in opticians, I think.
This is just because I wear glasses.
Yes. No, you just do. You just look like an optician to me.
Like
I would-
social media manager. For
no.
Yes.
That's because I
Social media manager, but for like a restaurant.
I
I'd be
could,
shit
I could see
always.
David being like a manager in like a hotel.
Yeah, but like the real cunty one. Like
No,
the,
no,
like the
I
one
don't.
like he's at the
I
desk, will
don't.
come back.
No, I don't.
I don't.
I
I don't stop what I'm doing. I don't look at you until I stop what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, you do. You'll answer
Yeah.
them, but you do.
Do you know?
Oh, that was you.
I have like that bitchy face.
Someone will queue up for ages. They get to the front. You put up a close sign and just walk away. On break.
Sorry.
profile in gypsies.
This is terrible. No. No's an answer and an explanation, sir. Please leave.
We'll need to go, Jad. I think you guys need to plug.
Yeah, so I have, along with Sarah J. Davidson, we have started doing a wee night at my husband's cafe. So my husband's cafe is Causeway Cafe, Alan's Causeway Cafe on the Donegal Road, top 10 Ulster Fries in the Belfast Telegraph.
Big man
we need to
fucking perked up there.
You've been.
Yeah, I've been.
You've been.
It's good, is it?
We need to go. That's what I'm
Sorry, yeah,
saying.
we'll go.
So that's in Donegal Road.
We need to get 2 fries set up actually to do the show.
Fries up. Get me on again and I'll bring them on. There we go, we'll sit and eat our fries.
What did you say here? You'll bring what?
Bring the 3 fries and I'll bring them up.
Can you bring up your daddy sauce? I like
Daddy
that.
sauce. We'll do that for the OnlyFans. So yes, Comedy Cafe Belfast. If you just look that up, Comedy Cafe Belfast, and then I think I'm just going to be in Sunflowers my next week.
And check out David on his social media because actually one of favourite acts of mine on the circuit. I love gigging with David and stuff. I always
thank
get
you
laugh.
very much.
Even off stage, you're one of them acts that you're funny. Like I have as good a time sitting and having the arm of you.
Thank you. Me too.
Do you know what I mean? When you're off stage, you get a bit of crack. Like the other
Yeah.
night in Derry, when me and you and Bruno were sitting there, like I had a fucking ball off stage because we were sitting having the arm.
It was good fun.
I think the last time before that we done a gig.
It was like
Rita's cocktail bar down beside
yes,
there.
it was.
I love
It was a not well. It was. It
was mental.
It was weird. It was a dinner. It was like one of those things you see like
It was a
comedians
dark
doing
room.
in America.
Yeah, it
So,
was
like,
a dark room.
and they're all having their dinner.
having pizza.
They're all
And
having Christmas
so
dinner.
They weren't even looking at us.
And we were all
just
so. Am I right, ladies?
So we were
You
just,
know,
but the best time was just sitting having a bit of crack with David.
I don't think we do that. I don't think we do that late anymore.
It didn't happen again after
They were like,
that.
I couldn't fucking eat my pizza. They were fucking talking.
William just licked them. So
No, I tried to open them and couldn't got really.
I've
I
swallowed-
hope no one
It's
saw
been a
me.
gag.
I've swallowed.
He's disabled guy. Can't get the bracket up.
I've swallowed worse, William. You can lick away.
That's a brilliant gag, thanks, man.
Doesn't put me
That's why I
off.
was doing it on the. He makes fun of me when I'm disabled and I do we disabled things. So I
You
had to hide
genuinely
it.
couldn't open the packet of sweets
we-
that you fucking begged.
We
like pulled
disabled. We opened them for you, son. Come on, here.
I actually was. I was gonna ask, could you open them for me?
Son, or what go? Stop that. How long? Oh, there's a wee
Now
one.
that's not more.
There's a wee one for you, son. There you go.
He's like panicking that you're taking him.
I actually was.
Like it's here.
I was like,
He's like,
give
oh,
him to me.
dickhead, I'll make sure you put them back. David, take
taking
one.
them.
Ah, yes!
Absolutely, go ahead.
Okay, now I'm taking one too. Look, he's
One
raging.
lady in a trumpet.
Put it in with the other hand.
Go.
No,
Your mouth is
that definitely not. You like kiss people that stick their fingers in your bum. It's not happening.
Okay, worse than that.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Paul. Climb in.
So, this is the end of the show. It's always good when there's all these fellas around the table and their mouths are full.
Oh, it's like Christmas.
Is that turkey getting
Do you
stuff
want
now? But I am.
Do you want a good Christmas joke?
Go for it.
Is it
A
a
wee
cracker?
hang. What?
Is it a cracker?
Do you like Christmas? Mm-hmm. See my dick, it's a cracker.
Right, but pull the end of it. There's like a wee
Oh, you
try
can
and
pull
a
away
joke
on
come
it,
out of
huh?
A wee joke, it doesn't make sense.
Daddy sauce.
I think this must make more sense in Chinese. Shit.
What else? What have you got coming up, Paddy? Just to plug before the end of the show.
I'm on the shows.
You're an amazing salesman.
I have
All
a
my
show.
stuff
Of all these things, so like, go see
Come
them.
on.
We'll have the gig at the back, the courtyard of the Dark Horse. It's sold out.
Yeah. Good plug.
It's on the 3rd of June. Tickets for the Lime Night 1. There's 20 tickets left. So get involved. Vulgar and offensive. I got a thing. Did you see it?
Vulgar and offensive.
Give me an idea for a show. Thank you very much. So vulgar and offensive.
Thank you very much. You
It's on
fucking
the
bitch.
18th of June. And yeah, and I have my tour and different things.
Yeah, good man, good man. What have I got? I've got my Limelight 1 show. There's a lot more than 20 left. That's not till December, to be fair. But my Limelight 1 show.
Christmas presents.
Yep, early Christmas presents. And I'll be going on tour, but it's not announced yet, so I can't even say the dates. But I'll be going on tour. And also check out William of Orangedale on 4OD.
And we have a big announcement for Mudblood,
Oh, we have a big
which will
one.
be announced next week.
Yeah. It's coming. We've been teasing this. We've been cock teasing
It's
people.
signed,
Cock teasing
sealed,
people.
delivered. We just need the artwork out there and then move it.
Yep. And then
And
you
we're
come
going to
and get
do
closer.
a pre-sale for Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you want to get on Patreon, you can subscribe for £1 and you're going to get pre-sales for probably the biggest night we've ever done for Mudblood.
For my blood, yeah. Other
Thank
than
you,
that,
David, for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It was great fun.
No,
Really
I
good
really
fun.
enjoyed the day.
It was. Does this one have to come with like a
Let
special
me just
rating?
say, it was the most fun I've ever had with a gay man.
Say, I get that a lot.
not even top 5 for me.
That guy in the bat's going to go, bastard!
Let's go.
I say they come up. Should I come up from under the table? I mean, I guess, and we'll send it to him.
God love him. He needs his eyes tested. But anyway, yes, David, thank you.
Like, you never said he did. You never said he didn't suck your dick. You just said you just ended the story.
This guy wanted to suck my dick. Moving
Anyway,
on.
so then I meant to do this off thing.
Anyway,
Look, how do you think we got the fucking sweets?
You're a reverse paedophile. They give you sweets.
Look, it wasn't until he says he had Lukios that we didn't know. So thank you very much, everybody, for
Thank you very much. It was good fun.
tuning in, and see you all soon.
yes, see you later, guys.
When you go.